my penis tape down. Feels kind of weird.
We're back. There has been a long window between the last episode and then this actual last episode. I will say and be completely openly honest about it. I have been putting this off. I've been putting it off because, one, I do not want to watch these performances. I have not watched the performances since they happened. There's greatness in them and there is trauma in them. So we are going to be watching those performances. We're going to be going off of that. I'm going to tell you about the rest of the whole experience. And this whole process allowed me to understand who I am a little bit more and to respect who I am and also to respect drag queens. I will say, and I'm going to say 90 million more times through this, props. And that is not a joke. That is an honest thing. Like, I don't think I anticipated the craziness of everything. I don't think that I anticipated how hard it is to do this. And yeah, everybody's a keyboard warrior behind, like talking about, oh my gosh, that reveal did bad. Oh my gosh, your lip sync, you did this in your lip sync, or you did that, blah, 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 when you're watching Drag Race. And I get it. I had some mistakes, I had some boo-boos, and I thought that shit was gonna go over 100% great. Does it mean that I was unprepared? Does it mean that I didn't do it enough? No, it just means sometimes things fucking happen. So I'm excited for you guys to see this as you watch it with me for the first time. I'm nervous as hell, but we're gonna do this. So we are 2 days out from performance. I'm beyond excited. I have been rehearsing. See, I was rehearsing. It was great and wonderful. And remember how this looked. I want you guys to remember how this looked. Looks pretty good, right? Well, wait till we get to the final product and you can see that. But I decided to call up my good Judy, Miss Jimbo, because my second performance is Pink Pony Club. I'm going to be a pink pony. I have all of these ideas, and I feel like Jimbo is the one who can really push my comedy chops and really help me understand how to fully be a pony.
Well, hi, Jimbo.
Hey, Joseph. Or what's your drag name?
Okay. So it took forever to figure this out. So my drag name is Like a Good Fifth.
Like a good fifth. Okay, cool. I like how there's lift me. Like a good lift.
Yes. So first number is choreography and everything. Laganja did some stuff in there. It's a Tate McRae song. Yay Canada.
Wow.
And the second one, since I'm going to be performing at the Abbey, and since Pink Pony Club is about the Abbey, I'm going to be doing Chapel Roan's Pink Pony Club, but I'm going to be revealing into... I got to finish painting it. But this lovely fucking horse. So I'm going to be a pink pony at the Pink Pony Club.
I love it. That's such a cool mask. Let's see, put it on.
Put it on.
Oh, it's so cute. It's kind of bondagey.
Right?
Well, I think you want to be able to really connect with your audience. Always like make sure that you can really see out of that mask clearly and that people can really see you, because if there's a barrier between letting your audience in, that's not, that's kind of like sort of like a cock block of the energy.
Yeah.
If they're not like fully able to see you and you're really feeling them. And sometimes with masks, it can over neutralize you. So you kind of lose some of your facial expressions, or you lose some of that magic that comes with the face. So you just have to be careful with that, because I've done some performances with masks and it's just hard to animate the face. So I would find a way to just make sure that you can get that jaw going.
Yeah.
And even like you could even try like maybe tying a fishing line to like a little thing, so that like you could actually like on the high notes like
Be able to,
you could like kind of help it a bit with that. Doing a little
smart.
bit of puppeteering. So that might help you on those high, because you just want those visuals of where it looks like you're kind of actually belting.
Yes.
And then I think practice with the wig. I put wigs on with masks. They tend to stick the hair fibers.
Okay.
So you want to just be confident with that part because that can get messy quickly if you want to start whipping your hair and then the hair fibers go across all that silicone.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're trying to move it with your hoof. All of that can get all of that because I've had wigs stick to my mask
Uh-huh.
and then gloves on and then as you're trying to cope with what's going on it can get a little bit tangly. So I
Mm-hmm.
would just give yourself a little practice with the wig and
Okay.
the face and your hands and everything so that you go like, oh, you know, how do I deal with something if you get a bit tangled? Because when you're being a wild pony, that's probably, you know, you're gonna want to go wild. So you want
Yeah.
to see what happens, you know, when you get kind of disheveled. And then I would say just work on like your levels of poniness.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know, like in clowning we tend to go through like dialing like what's at 1, what's your little horse girl at 1, what's your horse girl at 5, what's your horse girl at 10, and then kind of like run through that beforehand so you kind of
Mm-hmm.
feel it in your body, like make sounds
Mm-hmm.
sometimes when you're performing and especially in a mask, and it can be a lot of like holding your breath or lip syncing and kind of, you know, sometimes that can trap energy,
Yeah.
whereas if you were to just you know, make sound and like, you know, let that air go through you, especially in those masks and things, you want to, I would say, just sing along. Really, I tend to just sing along. They won't be able to hear you anyways because of the track, but at least that gets kind of the energy going. And I think what else? Don't reveal too fast. Like
Okay.
sometimes it can feel like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? Like, oh, I've got to get to the part that.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say get comfortable with that. Like where in the song, like in your body, when do you want to reveal those things so that there's levels to performance, so that they're
Yeah.
like, oh, first we see, oh wow, like check out that mask, that's fucking crazy. Oh wow, look, you can see they're like actually singing with it, and then the outfit and they're dancing, and then bam, the element of the breasts. So I would just like, and then that way you have a place to go, not right off the top, and then you're kind of doing
Exactly.
this kind of thing the whole time. But I would say, yeah, like then mess with your like physicality there with a mask because you're not able to do a lot of your own face stuff like funny faces, or you kind of have to do it gesturally. So I would find like some bigger body stuff that you
Okay.
can do, like poses, you know, with
Little
your
hold.
hubs and
Yeah.
things. I would say like try to find like funny physicalities with that, like how do you prance, you know, come up with some little pony dance moves to really like activate your body.
Uh-huh.
Because I feel like that's really how you're gonna be able to really tell a lot of a secondary story because you're not gonna be able to use your face as much.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And then I think, what else? Do you ever wear contacts?
I do wear contacts. I wear them regularly. I also have some colored ones as well. What are your suggestions on
Sometimes
that front?
you may consider contacts just because in that mask is the eyes, your eyes will be a little bit kind of sunken in there in the dark. You know what I mean? It's just with the layer of the mask and the lighting and everything. Your eyes might get a bit small in there. Sometimes
Okay.
with masks, it's good to have a contact that's like that makes your lens pop because
Yeah.
then within that little frame, you see the eye and you see where it's moving, and it helps visually give another dimension to the face.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, good luck, you little pink pony, and I can't wait to see the footage of you shaking all that goodness.
Yay! Thank
Eating
you.
those carrots.
I'm so glad that I talked to Jimbo. I'm so glad he's telling me, you know, what I need to do to really become a horse, to come up with my levels of a horse. I didn't even know that there were levels of a horse. I mean, like high pony, low pony, mid pony. But I'm also like realizing in these moments that maybe I have a little bit too much planned going on. I want to dance on a stripper pole. I have that I want to have sexy men bring me carrots, which I think is great and wonderful. And I have hired sexy men to bring me carrots. But now I'm like going in my head, I'm like, is this taking too much away from me? Am I going to be too stressed? Is it going to be something that's really going to like fuck up the performance? And with it literally being 2 days, I think that we might have to cut some shit. So it is the day of the performance and I am shitting my brains out. Let me just tell you, this is exciting. My brother flew in with his fiance, so they are here. I have Pearl just flew in from Phoenix to be here, but I'm so nervous. So Carson, let's flush. Okay, great. We are on stage. We are doing the first bit of the Ganja choreography, and I think it was in this moment right here, this very first moment, I realized these heels, these 5-inch heels that I decided to go with, why did I go with 5-inch heels, were not as tight on the floor as I expected. There's a lot of difference in a dance floor than the Abbey floor. And I think I realized that I should have walked this fucking stage with these heels. All of Laganja's choreo goes out the window in this moment. And I just start, right now, I think I look pretty good. Great. But none of the choreography I had from Laganja. And I felt really bad about that. In that moment, I literally am going over in my head, oh my gosh, this is pre-bad drag week. I look like fucking Sarge right here from RuPaul's Drag Race when Peppermint and like, oh, what season that was. Literally, the way that I am walking, baby girl Joseph, what are you doing? Everything I critique people on in Drag Race when they're doing lip syncs, I'm walking around. I'm walking around taking money because my heels right there, I fucking almost tripped and fell. So I get on my knees because why not? Every bit of choreography is going on in my head. And the first thing that I do, why did I do this? I knew I was going to do it. I start going with the reveal of tour. I am pulling down my zipper and I'm revealing my boobies, trying to be a little bit sexy, realizing, oh wait, the reveal doesn't need to happen. Great, wonderful. Oh my gosh, there's a crowd that's bigger and they're back there. I need to go and save them. I'm Charlie Hyde right now. I am parking and barking, but I'm not necessarily parking. I'm rolling, okay? Great, wonderful. I get some money thrown at me. My agent says, you know what, I'm coming through. And I'm like, I'm about to do this reveal. But no, I'm not about to do the reveal. Reveal comes off. Not a great reveal. I get on the ground. Baby, this wig was so heavy and I feel it coming off and I rip it off. Should I have ripped it off? I had to. There was no other fucking way that I could do this, and I needed to make sure that I killed the last bit of the performance, and I think that I did an okay job recovering, but I have never felt more embarrassed in my life. Literally, in this moment when this wig came off, I felt like every girl ever whose wig has come off on Drag Race. I am no longer like a good fifth, I'm like a good last. Actually, watching this back, I will say it's not as bad as I remembered it. Going over, I actually think that it was pretty good for a first drag performance. Okay, so Pink Pony Club, I'm feeling it. It took forever to get into this getup, but the Tri Collective fucking helped me. They were there, even though they did not make this outfit that I hot glued and had a great time with. I'm a pony. I said, you know what? I'm gonna put this pink mask on. I'm going to have these little boobies that are about to be shown, and I did not want to show my face originally. That's why my back is to the audience. I wanted to do a reveal. I pull off this hat and this fucking tool that I have over me. I reveal that I'm a pony. I have my fucking furry hands, furry legs, my hooves. I am feeling this moment. My hair is trailer park hair. This is trailer park chic. That was the moment. I wanted to go, I am that pony. I have a fucking braided tail behind me. I'm gonna have fun. I think I sexify this performance. I think this is great. I think Chapel Roan would have rode me to the fucking rodeo. She would have loved it. I had a lot of things in my head too for this performance of what I wanted to do. Like I said, I wanted to have the men feed me carrots and stuff, but I actually thought it would be too much. When I walk out to the audience, this is my favorite part. I love seeing my friends. My friend Eric, oh my gosh, he flew in from New York. So crazy, he came with his boyfriend. I love eating the money. I love just having a great time with this. Going to Pearl, going to her boyfriend, my brother there in the audience, his fiance. Just seeing everybody and interacting with the crowd was so much fun. I didn't have to stress with the choreography. As you can see here, my wig started to fall off. I did tape that thing in. There was a whole moment about that, but I don't trust whoever put that on my head. So we're going to talk to you later. And this whole thing, I was so happy with. I felt great. I felt like this was the moment, and I'm prepping here for me riding my pony, because I thought, why not get a little horse on a stick and be a horse girl for once in my life? We know that. And get ready to take that and ride around in a circle, because that's the cool part. I'm sorry. I feel Nina Benita Brown right now. I feel Lucky Stars. This iconic. Me riding around that horse, iconic. Great, wonderful, 10 out of 10. Throw the horse down. This is where everything went crazy. That mask was so, I could not breathe. And that's not a joke. I could not catch my breath and I was so happy that it was the slow part of the song and I could take a moment to breathe. I go over to my agent and I put my hands over like this and I'm looking at her and singing to her, when in actuality, I thought I was about to pass out. Not a joke. I sit down and I'm like, fuck, if I push myself any further, am I literally gonna pass out? Are they gonna be taking the Pink Pony out of the Pink Pony Club? Am I gonna be on a stretcher? And then I'm like, oh my gosh, you know what? Let's bring it, let's keep going. I gotta do this boob reveal. I do my boob reveal, I show my titties. No, they were not spray painted because that didn't work, but I had the little mesh on top of them. I felt great showing them. And then the moment happens. I think I'm about to die. So I roll around on the stage because I thought in my head, I don't want to fall down. I don't want to be standing and pass out. I need to roll around on the stage. And I give it at the end. For me to get in this get up in 8 fucking minutes, and this is what I did, kudos to me. If I would have done one number that night and done this number, I feel like I could have amplified that 100%. I could have given you the absolute tea and I would have been so fucking happy. But I'm happy with myself to do this in 8 minutes. It takes a fucking lot. Seeing David Archuleta sing the Pink Pony Club, which Carson, I'm giving you that video because we're putting this in here because I think that's the coolest thing ever. And to have that moment on stage to redeem myself in some way, I felt like that first performance was I felt so bad in those moments. So to have this second one be a lot better, even though I almost felt like dying, I was very, very happy.
Done with the performances. I feel okay. I think at the end of the day, my confidence was there. Did some things go wrong? Did my wig fall off? Did things happen? Yes, but the way I look at it is it has to happen sometime. So I tried my best to recover, did what I did. I felt really good with stuff. Pink Pony number, I felt great in. I never realized how hot it was in there, but I did it. I felt great I did it. You know, at the end of the day, I fucking did it. And that's what I can say. I did something that I put my mind to. I had confidence. I did what I needed to do. And life isn't perfect. So there's going to be stumbles. There's going to be mess ups. There's going to be hickeys. And you know what? You guys can read me for filth if you want to. But I fucking did it. And that's what I can say.
Carson, my video editor, drag queen, and camera extraordinaire, even after the performance, had me, get my 2 cents on it. And I didn't even put through the video then. I just felt so fucking defeated. Even when everybody's coming up, taking pictures, doing whatever, and just having a moment with me, or buying me a drink, or trying to be sweet and nice, and just have a full conversation, and all these people that came out, I thought I'd let everybody down. And I took a moment, a long moment, to just really hone in and be like, it's okay. It is okay. Not everybody does something great. When you think about these drag queens who go on Drag Race and they get eliminated first, do you know how awful that would feel? That you believe that you could push yourself and you have one fumble that first episode. You have a lip sync moment that goes crazy. I know Alyssa Hunter is in, All Stars 10 right now, and she was talking about this past episode about how that money gun didn't go right, and that she feels like that whole thing destroyed her lip sync, and that's why she was sent home. Queens are coming up with creative concepts, and not all the time do things go right. So I will say I'm proud of myself watching this back. I am proud of myself in what I did. I put myself out there. I'm proud of learning choreography, pushing myself to try to learn makeup, crafting and going about and coming up with a number, talking to these girls. Very proud. Very, very proud. So who knows if this will be the end of Like a Good Fit. Oh, wait. Is this a phone ringing? Is this somebody calling me? Is this Perla? Is this Canada?
Joseph Shepard, you're officially a drag queen extraordinaire, and I'm so proud of you. Welcome to the chaos of drag. But you know what? I think I have a little challenge for you. I think you should come up to the Great White North and try drag here. I think the audience agrees. I could hear them all going, please do it, please. Oh my God. So, let me know, and I'll see you in Toronto. Mwah.
Drag me, not over it. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you guys for supporting. Thank you for commenting, subscribing, giving me all the love along the way. It means the absolute world to me. And I think that taking this little month to just breathe and really realize the full capacity of what I was doing is incredible. So thank you all for the support. I hope you enjoyed this whole series. I want to keep doing more things like this. We have more episodes of Exposed After Dark coming and all these other things and queens from all over that I'm going to be interviewing and talking to. And like I said, Canada, get ready.